Oh, hi. Welcome to the show.
Ginger Runner.
What is up, everybody? Ethan Newberry, the Ginger Runner here for another gingerrunner.com review. Very excited about today's review because I'm surprised. And whenever I'm surprised, that usually means the review is going to be fun. Not that my other reviews aren't fun, but I'm real excited about this one. And if you can believe it, they're from Nike. The LunarEpic Flyknit. Epic! First of all, some of my recent Nike reviews had me doubting that Nike could put out a road shoe that I would enjoy at all. I was just having so much doubt, especially after they released something like this. What the hell? But the all-out wasn't a joke, and neither is this. Epic! As far as Nike's trail lineup's concerned, I'm still a big fan of those shoes, and I'm excited to see the next versions of those. But the LunarEpic is kind of the first road shoe from them that I went, oh, I kind of like this. The only reason I even gave the LunarEpic Flyknit a chance was because of you, the viewers. In the comments of those previous Nike reviews, you guys were like, you gotta try the LunarEpic. Definitely give it a shot. I'm glad I listen to you guys sometimes. You know, I liken this review and my surprise with this shoe to a review I did long ago of the Ultra The One. It was a super lightweight, flexible, cushioned, fast shoe that just rocked. I wore it essentially right out of the box at the Big Sur Marathon and completely enjoyed it. Blew my mind. This shoe follows suit. Super fun, really comfortable, has a couple of fatal flaws that might deter some of you from getting it, but I'm going to cover all the things that I like and dislike, of course, in this review, starting with things that I like. Flyknit upper. The experience in this Flyknit upper is far superior than my experience in other Flyknits from Nike. The way it fits, the way it conforms to my foot, allows for flexion, expansion, it works, and it's super comfortable. It absolutely has to be worn with socks. But comparing it to my other experiences in the Flyknit upper, this particular shoe shines. This upper is rock solid. I really like it. Epic. Lunarlon midsole material. Lunarlon. This midsole is wonderful. It's not super plush and cushioned like a Hoka. It's also not super responsive. Some of the New Balances that I've recently reviewed, it's kind of this fine line in the middle there where it is cushioned and it is responsive. It feels great. Still retains plenty of flexibility. Yeah, it just makes me smile all sorts of good smiles. The shoe disappears. This is something that I haven't said about a lot of shoes that I reviewed. In fact, very few of them ever have this sort of concept. But when you put the shoe on and you begin to run in it, it's one of those few shoes that just kind of disappears off your foot. You just enjoy the state of running without worrying about, oh, is my foot strike right? Am I up on my forefoot? Am I heel striking? Any of that kind of stuff. You just kind of lose yourself in the run, which is nice. Lunarlon. Multiple sock liners. The shoe comes with two internal sock liners. There's a 4mm and a 6mm extra. I actually really like this because as you begin to wear down the shoe and maybe you lose some of the spring in your step or any of the comfort over long distances, high mileage runs, you can always swap in the 6mm insole and almost start back at scratch. It's great to have this option and save this after you get these shoes. And finally, looks. This is easy. I think this is one of the better looking shoes I've worn in recent day and memory, and of course this shoe is completely customizable. Obviously that adds a ton to the price point. It's already an expensive shoe, but the fact that you can customize the shoe, make it look how you want it to look, is a huge plus. It's something that very few shoe brands can actually do purely from a cost perspective, but I like that the LunarEpic Flyknit can do that for you. Make it look like you want it to look. Bet you wish you could do that to me. Epic. It's not all back rubs and bunny rabbits. Here are the things that I dislike about the LunarEpic Flyknit. Some of these dislikes are going to be kind of big. They could be deal breakers for you guys. Starting with width. The shoe is not wide. It's not meant to be wide. In fact, it's quite narrow. So for those of you who have wider feet or enjoy a wider toe box, you're not going to get it with this shoe. Platform is narrow. Everything is narrow. Yes, the upper flexes. Yes, the upper is very forgiving for those of us who do have wide feet, but the shoe will make you feel a bit like a ballerina. Not necessarily in a good way. You know, feeling like a good ballerina. With that loss in width, you're going to lose some of the stability. I'm going to talk about that in a minute as well. Sizing. I went a half down in this, as with most Flyknit shoes, which helps the Flyknit fit perfectly on your foot. In this case, my Flyknit works great with my sizing. But as you size down for the Flyknit fit, the platform itself loses all of its ability to be stable underneath your foot. If you go too big in sizing, you're going to get too much volume in the upper. You might get a more stable platform, but you kind of have to make your choice which way you want to go. A better fitting upper, a less balanced midsole, outsole, or vice versa. This will be up to you. Too bad you can't have both. Lateral stability. With Flyknit, it's super stretchy, obviously. Fairly elastic, which inhibits your ability to get lateral support in the shoe. Yes, of course there is fly wire lacing built into the upper of the shoe, allowing you to tie these laces and kind of get some of that lateral stability, but it is not like a typical running shoe upper that just gives you tons of stability. For when you're cutting or turning a sharp turn, you're just going to lose that and your foot's going to begin to slide on the sole of the shoe. So just be aware of that. Confidence from side to side goes a little by the wayside. Durability. The Lunarlon, while very comfortable, is not very durable. The outsole is comprised completely of the Lunarlon material and the pods, which, of course, I'm not a fan of podded outsoles, so let's just talk about that for a sec. not a fan. But durability is already an issue with this shoe. I'm kind of breaking it down. You have these ribs and all these flexion grooves that are cut into there as well. I don't necessarily know why, but that cuts up the outsole material and actually allows a lot of rocks to get in there as well, which is another issue. All contributes to a durability issue with this shoe. I'm at about 80 miles in this shoe. It's holding up fine, but I really don't see getting hundreds of miles out of the shoe like I would want. It's such a bummer, especially at the price point. Which brings me to my last dislike. Price, $175. Ooh, that's expensive. And if you want to customize the colors, it's even more expensive. Have fun with that. But of course, I have a coupon in the description of this video to get you a discount. Epic. So that's pretty much it for dislikes. Overall with the shoe, I like it. I'm having fun in it. I can wear it both casually and on a run. It just slips on my foot now that I have it kind of laced correctly, so I don't have to worry about relacing over and over again. One of the most versatile road casual shoes that I've been able to wear and enjoy the experience in both situations. So that to me is a huge win. It's worth the price point for me. But I think it's time for the points. Quality, I'm going to give it 4 out of 5. I'm talking about point purely from a durability standpoint. It has lasted me pretty good so far, other than the outsole wear, so I'm excited to see how long I can get this shoe to last me. Make it worth the dollars, y'all. Comfort, 4 out of 5 as well. Super comfortable shoe. Responsive, you have cushion, you just wrapped your foot, it's good. Obviously has a couple issues with the width and the narrowness of the shoe. Looking past that purely from a fun standpoint, comfort, 4 out of 5. Price, I'm gonna give it 3 out of 5. At $175, that is expensive, and it gets more expensive, obviously, if you wanna change it up. I do have a link and a coupon in the description of this video that gets you 10% off at Running Warehouse, so I encourage you guys to use that if you're even thinking about getting this shoe. Oh, but yeah, it's still very expensive. And finally, looks. Solid looking shoe, casual and running, 5 out of 5. The fact that you can change everything to your liking just makes this a 5 out of 5, because you can make it look how you want. Easy. That brings our grand total to 16 out of 20. I know you guys love it when I give a shoe 16 out of 20. This one's a solid 16 though. And for buy, try, or why? Buy. I've gotten a lot of use out of this shoe, both casual and running. I have fun running long distances in this shoe. More comfortable than I anticipated. It's a big surprise for me. I didn't think I'd like it. I do. So if it's a shoe that even interests you, I encourage you to try it on or get one for yourself. It's expensive. It'll probably go on sale eventually, but again, there's a link and a coupon for 10% off in the description of this video. So that is it, my friends, for this review. Let me know, have you run in the LunarEpic Flyknit? What do you guys think? In the comments of this video, let me know. I'm curious. So that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure that you like, favorite, and subscribe to the channel, youtube.com/gingerrun. And of course, social media, there's a whole bunch of it right there. Make sure you subscribe to all of the channels on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all that good stuff. And if you want to help keep this channel alive, the lights on, the mic's hot, go to patreon.com/thegingerrun. For as little as $1 a month, you help make this whole thing happen. That's it. Hope you guys are having fun, getting out there, training hard, racing harder, and partying the hardest. I know I am. We'll see you guys next week for more videos, reviews, and fun.